Hi, this tutorial will take you through the budget form for the New Hampshire State Council on the Arts New Hampshire Cares grant program. This is a pretty simple form to fill out, but my tutorial does assume that you have read the guidelines very carefully before you start filling it out. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to read everything that's in this yellow section. The purpose of this budget is for you to tell us how you plan to spend the money that you're asking us for. And your budget should only include the costs that you want the grant to cover. And so that's very important. Only the costs you want the grant to cover that were incurred from March 13th, 2020, which is when the governor issued the executive order, to September 30th, 2020. That's it. Only what you want the grant to cover. And the items can only be limited to what's in the form. Nothing else. There's no match required. This form, this is the Microsoft Excel form. It will do the math for you, so please don't use dollar signs, don't use commas, because the math won't work properly. The formulas won't work if you do that. You want to make sure that you type in your organization name here. So I'm going to do that. And how much you're asking us for, either at the $3,000 level or the $1,000 level. So in this example, we're asking for 3,000. Here you can use dollar signs if you want to, because nothing's going to add or subtract there. So now we go into the form, and so there are three options in this grant for which you can ask for funds. The first is salary support for employees. The second is fees for artists or contractual personnel. And the third are facilities costs. And so some organizations will ask for assistance in all three of these areas, and some won't. That's totally up to you, depending on your individual organization's situation. So in this example, I'm going to ask for help in all three areas because I want you to see how the form works. So I've already got here that we're asking for some money to help the executive director to help with that salary. And so let's say we're going to ask for $1,000 there. And then we've got artists and contractual personnel. And let's say we've got artists that we want to continue to pay during this time, that we've incurred some costs related to what we are paying them, their fees, and let's say that's going to be $1,500. Now you can see that each section is adding on its own, and so you don't want to type anything into these blue fields because this is where the formulas live, and the form will be adding. And then finally, we have, let's say, some insurance. We've got an insurance bill that we need to pay. And let's say that's 500. And so now you can see that the total cash expenses equal what I'm asking for, $3,000. So again, not every organization will be filling out all three of these, and that's perfectly fine. Whatever your organization's situation is, it is. This is obviously the Microsoft Excel version of the form. There is a fillable PDF form as well that you can use, but it won't do the math for you. You will need to do that yourself. So you can also see that there are some notes sections here. If there are things that you want to tell us about what you're asking for, you can type it into the notes section to the right of those items, or you can use this box at the bottom of the form. Either one is fine. And so that's the budget form. It's pretty simple. I am going to show you how to save it properly because that's going to be very important. So the first thing you want to do is you want to save the document as a Microsoft Excel document, and you want to make sure that your organization's name is in the title of the document. So you want to do that. We will take these documents in Microsoft Excel format, but we do prefer things in PDF format. And so I'm going to show you how to save an Excel spreadsheet as a PDF. So in order to do that, you're going to use the print dialog, not the save as, but the print dialog. And so I'm going to the print dialog, and you can see that this comes up. You can see the form and it's been filled out. I'm not going to go to printer or anything like that. I'm going to go down to the bottom left hand corner and I'm going to check PDF and I'm going to save as PDF. And now it will take you to wherever you're saving things on your computer, and I'm going to save that to my desktop. And now it is saved. Using the printer dialog will help save the document properly. We found that if people use the Save As dialog box and click Save as PDF, that sometimes their forms end up being blank. So use that printer dialog. As always, please reach out if you have questions about the budget or this grant program. We look forward to seeing your applications. Thanks.